Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jake, and today we are talking about something that I think almost every English learner has experienced at some point.
Oh, absolutely. Today's topic is one of the most common problems we hear about. You understand English, but you can't speak it.
Right, and if that's you, please know, you are not alone. This is probably the number one frustration for English learners around the world.
You know, Jake, this reminds me of something that happened to me. When I was learning French in college, I could understand my professor perfectly. I could read books, I could watch movies. But the moment someone asked me a question in French,
What happened?
my mind went completely blank. I just stood there, like a deer in headlights. I knew the words were somewhere in my brain, but I couldn't get them out. It was so embarrassing.
That's such a common experience. And the thing is, it's actually a normal part of learning a language. There's a scientific reason why this happens.
Exactly. So today, we're going to explain why this gap exists between understanding and speaking. And more importantly, we're going to give you 8 practical techniques to fix it.
And these aren't just theories. These are things you can start doing today, right now, after this episode.
So if you've ever thought, I understand everything, but when I try to speak, the words just don't come out, this episode is for you. Let's get into it.
All right, so first, let's talk about why this happens. Why can you understand but not speak?
Great question. So, when you listen to English, you're using what we call passive skills. Your brain is recognizing words and matching them to meanings you already know.
Right, it's like recognizing someone's face. You see them and you think, oh, I know that person.
Exactly. But speaking is an active skill. It's like remembering that person's name without any help. You have to pull the information out of your brain all by yourself.
That's a great way to explain it. So listening is recognition, and speaking is recall. And recall is much harder.
Much harder. And here's the problem. Most English learners spend 90% of their time on input, listening, reading, watching, and only 10%, or sometimes 0%, on output, speaking and writing.
So your brain gets really good at understanding, but it never gets practice producing.
Right. It's like watching cooking shows every day, but never actually cooking. You know what good food looks like, but you can't make it yourself.
I love that comparison. Okay, so now that we understand the problem, let's talk about solutions. We have 8 techniques for you today.
8 practical techniques to unlock your English voice. And remember, you don't need to do all 8 at once. Just pick 1 or 2 that feel right for you and start there.
All right, technique number 1, self-talk.
This is my favorite technique, and honestly, it's the easiest one to start with. Self-talk means talking to yourself in English.
And I know that might sound funny, but think about it. When you talk to yourself, there's no one listening, no one judging, no pressure.
Exactly. So here's what you do. You narrate your day in English. You wake up in the morning and you say, out loud, okay, I'm waking up. I need to take a shower. Then I'm going to have breakfast.
Just like that? Just describing what you're doing?
Just like that. It sounds simple, but it trains your brain to produce English in real time. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're making coffee.
Okay, I love coffee.
So you could say, I'm going to make some coffee. First, I need to boil the water. Where did I put the sugar? Oh, there it is. I think I'll have my coffee with a little bit of milk today.
See, that's not complicated at all. But you're practicing real sentences, real grammar, real vocabulary.
And the best part is, you can do this anytime. While cooking, while driving, while cleaning your house.
Start with just 5 minutes a day. You'll be surprised how much it helps.
All right, technique number 2, shadowing.
Shadowing. This is a really powerful technique. So, what is shadowing exactly?
Shadowing means you listen to someone speaking English and you repeat what they say at almost the same time. You speak right after them, like a shadow.
Like an echo.
Yes, like an echo. You don't wait for them to finish. You follow along, just a second or 2 behind.
And why is this so effective?
Because it trains 3 things at once. First, your listening. Second, your pronunciation. And third, your speaking speed.
So you're training your mouth to move in new ways, because speaking a new language is actually a physical skill.
Exactly. Your mouth muscles need practice. Just like learning to play guitar, your fingers need to learn new movements.
So how should someone practice shadowing?
Start with something slow and clear, like this podcast. You can pause after a sentence and repeat it. Try to copy the rhythm, the intonation, the speed.
Let's practice right now. Listeners, repeat after me. I understand English, but I want to speak better.
Great! Now try this one. I'm going to practice every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
If you said those out loud, congratulations, you just practiced shadowing.
And you can do this with any podcast, any YouTube video, any audiobook. The key is to actually move your mouth and speak out loud.
All right, technique number 3, chunk learning.
This one is a game changer. So, most learners try to build sentences word by word. They think of each word separately and try to put them together like a puzzle.
And that's really slow, right?
Super slow, and that's why you freeze. Your brain is working too hard. But native speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use chunks, groups of words that go together naturally.
Can you give us some examples?
Of course. Instead of thinking I plus would plus like plus to plus have, you just learn the chunk. I'd like to have. One piece, one chunk.
So it's like learning a whole phrase instead of individual words.
Exactly. Here are some essential chunks that every English learner should know. Listen carefully. I'd like to. Could you please? What do you mean by? That sounds great. I'm not sure, but I think.
These are phrases you hear every single day in English. If you memorize them as chunks, they'll come out automatically when you need them.
Let's practice. Jake, pretend you're at a restaurant. Use a chunk.
Okay, I'd like to have the chicken, please.
Perfect. Now, pretend you didn't understand something.
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Great. See how natural that sounds? You didn't have to think about grammar. The chunk did the work for you.
I love this technique. All right, technique number 4, embrace your mistakes.
This is probably the most important mindset shift you can make. Many learners don't speak because they're afraid of making mistakes. They think everyone will judge them or laugh at them.
And that fear keeps you silent. It keeps you stuck in the I understand, but I can't speak zone.
Here's the truth. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. I make grammar mistakes all the time.
It's true. And here's the thing. When you make a mistake, people don't think, oh, that person is stupid. They think, oh, that person is trying. That's brave.
Exactly. Let me give you an example. Which is better? Saying, yesterday I go to the store with a small grammar mistake, or saying nothing at all?
Definitely saying something, because even with the mistake, the other person understands you. The communication happened.
Right. And mistakes are actually how you learn. Every mistake is your brain trying to figure out the system. It's a sign of progress, not failure.
So our advice is, give yourself permission to be imperfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to stay silent.
Let me share a phrase I love. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. You don't need to speak perfect English. You just need to speak.
That's beautiful. Okay, technique number 5, the voice journal.
So this is similar to self-talk, but a little more structured. A voice journal means you record yourself speaking in English for 1 to 3 minutes every day.
What should people talk about?
Anything. Your day, your feelings, your plans. For example, today was a pretty good day. I had a meeting at work and I understood most of what my boss said. I need to practice my English more because I have a presentation next week.
And then what? Do you listen to it?
Yes, that's the important part. You listen to your recording. And you notice things. Maybe you paused too long in one place. Maybe you couldn't find a word. That tells you exactly what you need to work on.
And over time, you can compare your recordings. You'll hear your progress.
Exactly. After 1 month, listen to your first recording and your latest one. The difference will amaze you.
I love that. It's like a diary, but for your speaking skills.
And it takes only 2 or 3 minutes a day. No excuses.
All right, technique number 6, The 5 survival phrases.
Okay, so this one is specifically for people who panic in real conversations. You know that feeling when someone talks to you in English and your brain just stops working?
Oh, I know that feeling. It's terrible.
So the idea is this. You memorize 5 phrases that will save you in any conversation. These are your emergency kit, your survival phrases. Ready?
Ready.
Number 1. Could you say that again, please? This gives you more time and more input.
Number 2. What does that mean? Don't pretend you understand. It's okay to ask.
Number 3. Let me think about that for a second. This is perfect. It buys you time without awkward silence.
Number 4. I'm not sure how to say this, but this is so useful. It tells the other person that you're trying, and they'll be patient with you.
And number 5. Can you speak a little slower, please? Never be afraid to ask this. People are usually happy to slow down.
So let's practice. Sarah, ask me a difficult question.
Jake, what do you think about the current economic situation in the world?
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure how to say this, but I think the economy is a little difficult right now. Many people are worried about prices.
See? You used a survival phrase and then you communicated your idea. It wasn't perfect grammar, but it worked.
And that's the goal. Communication, not perfection.
Let's do another one. Imagine you're at a doctor's office and you don't understand something.
Sorry, could you say that again, please? And maybe speak a little slower?
Perfect. You just used 2 survival phrases in one sentence. Very natural.
Memorize these 5 phrases. Practice them every day. They will change your life.
All right, technique number 7, the mental script.
A mental script? What's that?
So, a mental script means you prepare what you want to say before a conversation happens. You think about it in advance.
Like preparing for a presentation?
Kind of, but simpler. Let me give you an example. Tomorrow, you have a meeting at work. You know your boss is going to ask about your project, so tonight, you prepare.
You think about what you want to say.
Exactly. You might say to yourself, if my boss asks about the project, I'll say, the project is going well. We finished the first phase last week, and now we're working on the second phase. I think we'll be done by the end of the month.
So you're not memorizing a speech, you're just preparing some key sentences.
Right. And you can do this for many situations. Going to a restaurant? Prepare. I'd like to have, could I also get the check, please? Meeting new people? Prepare. Hi, I'm Naim. Nice to meet you. I work in.
This takes away so much of the anxiety, because you already know what you're going to say.
Exactly. And over time, you won't need to prepare anymore. These phrases will become automatic.
Let's practice a situation. Imagine you're at a job interview and someone asks, "Tell me about yourself."
If you have a mental script ready, you could say, well, my name is Maria. I'm from Brazil. I've been working in marketing for about 5 years. I'm really interested in this position because I want to grow my career in an international company.
That's clear, professional, and confident, and you didn't need perfect grammar. You just needed to prepare a little.
The key is to practice your mental scripts out loud. Don't just think them, say them.
All right, technique number 8, our last one, the 3-second rule.
I love this one. It's so simple but so powerful. The 3-second rule says when you want to say something in English, you have 3 seconds to start talking. Don't think more than 3 seconds.
3 seconds? That's really fast.
That's the point. Because what happens when you think too long? You start translating from your native language. You start worrying about grammar. You start doubting yourself.
And then you say nothing.
Exactly. But if you start talking within 3 seconds, you skip all of that. You just talk. And yes, you might make mistakes, but you're speaking, and that's what matters.
So it's like jumping into a swimming pool. Don't stand at the edge thinking about it. Just jump.
Perfect analogy. 1, 2, 3, speak. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Start with whatever comes to mind and build from there.
You know, I think this technique works because it takes your brain out of planning mode and puts it into doing mode.
Exactly. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Your brain starts to trust itself.
Let's try it. I'm going to ask you a question, and you have 3 seconds to start answering. Ready?
Ready.
What's your favorite thing about weekends?
Oh, I love sleeping in on Saturday mornings. And then I usually go for a walk in the park with my dog. It's just so relaxing.
See, you didn't plan that. You just started talking, and it was great.
And that's what we want you to do. Don't plan, just start. The words will come.
All right, so let's do a quick recap of all 8 techniques.
Number 1, self-talk. Talk to yourself in English every day. Narrate your life.
Number 2, shadowing. Listen and repeat. Copy the rhythm and pronunciation.
Number 3, chunk learning. Learn phrases as whole units, not word by word.
Number 4, embrace mistakes. Give yourself permission to be imperfect.
Number 5, voice journal. Record yourself for 2 minutes daily.
Number 6, 5 survival phrases. Your emergency kit for real conversations.
Number 7, mental scripts. Prepare key sentences before important situations.
And number 8, the 3-second rule. Don't overthink. Just start speaking.
Now, before we go, let's talk about some common mistakes that learners make when they try to improve their speaking.
Good idea. Mistake number 1, trying to translate everything from your native language.
This is huge. When you translate word by word, you produce sentences that sound unnatural, and it's slow.
Instead, try to think in English. It sounds hard, but it starts with self-talk. The more you talk to yourself in English, the more you start thinking in English.
Mistake number 2, waiting until you're ready to speak.
You'll never feel ready. Readiness comes from doing, not from studying. Start speaking now, even if you feel uncomfortable.
Mistake number 3, only practicing in your head.
Some learners say, I practice English in my mind. That's good, but it's not enough. You need to move your mouth. You need to hear your own voice. Speaking is a physical activity.
If you only practice in your head, your mouth doesn't learn the movements. It's like learning to drive by only watching videos. At some point, you need to get behind the wheel.
Great point. And mistake number 4?
Comparing yourself to native speakers. This is a trap. You're not trying to become a native speaker. You're trying to become a confident communicator.
Your accent is part of your identity. It shows your history, your culture, your journey. Don't try to erase it. Just make sure people can understand you.
And that brings us to a cultural point. In English-speaking countries, people are generally very patient with non-native speakers. Most people respect the effort it takes to learn a new language.
In the United States, for example, if you try to speak English, people will usually try to help you. They'll slow down, they'll use simpler words, they'll be encouraging.
The same in the UK, Australia, Canada. People appreciate when you make an effort, so don't be afraid to try.
You know, there's also a difference between British and American English that can confuse learners. But here's a secret. It doesn't matter which one you learn.
That's right. Whether you say flat or apartment, lift or elevator, lorry or truck, people will understand you.
The most important thing is to be consistent and clear. Don't worry about choosing the right English. There's no such thing.
All right, let's do a final practice together. I'm going to give you 5 real-life scenarios, and I want you to imagine what you would say. Ready, listeners?
Scenario 1. You're at a cafe and you want to order a coffee.
You could say, "Hi, could I have a medium latte, please?" To go. Simple, clean, done.
Scenario 2. You're meeting a new coworker for the first time.
"Hi, I'm nice to meet you. What department do you work in?" See? 3 simple sentences and you've started a conversation.
Scenario 3. You're at the airport and you're lost.
"Excuse me, could you tell me where gate 12 is?" And if you don't understand the answer, "Sorry, could you say that again, please?"
Scenario 4. You're on the phone making a doctor's appointment.
"Hello, I'd like to make an appointment, please. I'm available on Monday or Tuesday. What times do you have?" And remember, it's okay to say, "Can you speak a little slower, please?"
And Scenario 5. You're at a party and someone asks you about your country.
"I'm from..." It's a beautiful place. The food is amazing, and the people are very friendly. Have you ever been there? And now they're talking, and you can listen and respond naturally.
I love how simple all of these are. You don't need fancy vocabulary, you don't need complex grammar, you just need basic phrases and the confidence to use them.
And that's exactly what we want you to take away from today's episode. The gap between understanding and speaking is real, but it's not permanent. With practice, you can close that gap.
So here's your homework. Yes, we're giving you homework.
Don't worry, it's fun homework. Tonight, or tomorrow morning, we want you to try just one of these 8 techniques.
Pick the one that feels easiest. Maybe it's self-talk while you make breakfast. Maybe it's recording a 1-minute voice journal before bed.
Whatever it is, do it, and then do it again the next day, and the next day.
Because consistency is the secret. 5 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week.
And we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us, which technique are you going to try first? We read every single comment.
And if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world.
Thank you so much for listening. Remember, you already understand English. That means you're already halfway there. Now it's time to let your voice be heard.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing. Bye, everyone. Have a great day or evening, wherever you are.
Bye-bye.